What's the deal, you guys? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on? Now, we're about to go ahead and get into today's mess. I'm doing this video before I go to the Brandy and Monica concert, and y'all know I am so excited about it, okay? And I should be doing like a little live recap about the concert and all of those other great things. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into what we're here to discuss today, and we're gonna start it off with Miss Tiffany Evans. Now, if you don't know who Tiffany Evans is, I know her from her song "Promise Ring." And I know that she did like a Tyler Perry film and all that other stuff, but Tiffany Evans never really got her just due. She's never had a hit album, never really had a hit single. She's just known for certain things. But apparently she's about to be known for something else, and that is ghosting somebody after they paid her for a feature. So let's go ahead and get into it. So there's this singer by the name of Cadence. Okay, Cadence Jones is a Dallas singer. They were looking for a feature, and they asked Tiffany Evans to be on their record, and she charged them $500 for a feature. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here we go. It says, I was going to take this loss privately and let God handle you, but I get online every day and see you enjoying life, booked and busy, but still owe me $500 for a feature that you have not delivered. At Tiffany Evans, I tried to be sympathetic, but now the gloves are off. I need my money or the next steps will be court ordered. I don't give a how much it was. I need that in full. It's hard out here for indie artists, and I'm sure you know that from experience. This is my last attempt to get your attention since you stopped responding to my text messages and DMs. Now, also in the caption, he says, I hate that I even have to post this, but here we go. At Tiffany Evans official, I need my payment ASAP and in full. You have played games with me since June. You put me in a very tough spot financially, all because I wanted to work with you, another indie artist whom I admired. There is nothing I want to hear from you besides sending payment now, or I guarantee next steps will be court ordered. And yes, about $500. Pay up, Miss Mamas. Okay, let's continue on. Now, these are the text messages. He posted the receipts as well. And the text messages started from June the 10th. Okay, and it says, Hey Tiff, I hope all is well. I am still interested in collaborating with you, but my finances were not in order at the time. I do have budget to pay you this week if you're still interested. So proud of you and loving the new music, by the way, and gonna have to change your name to Mrs. R&B. She responds with, Hey, love, what's up? All is well. Thank you. And same to you. I can work with you. Are you able to do a deposit? So he responds with, Absolutely. I can send a deposit on Friday at the latest. So then here we go. June 12th. Madam President Evans here. And then LOL. Then he says, That's it. Okay, sending now. Okay, 1 second. I'm having a transfer issue. Be right back. So he sent her the $500. So he responds and says, This is in August. He says, Hey, sis, cutting up on the Terrell show. I have the record ready to, but I want you to hear the demo. I haven't cut any of my vocals yet, but this is the demo. And this is the song that my homie wrote and demo. I'm doing the first verse and you want a second. Can I send it here? And then he responds with, Hey, sis, it's getting close to the deadline, but I haven't heard back. I need to work out a few details with you. There's the extended recording and there's the beat. So then he says the second verse starts at 159 and goes on until 226. A few ooh and ahs, harmonies for background vocals, and then I need you to ad lib on the top of the final hook from 240 to the end. And I mean, go off, sis. I'll send the lyrics later this evening. So it's July the 26th. And he says, Hey, sis, I have the record, but I want you to hear it. I haven't cut my vocals, but my homie wrote and demoed it for us. I'm doing the first verse and you on the second. How can I send it to you? And also, can you cut your vocals now if you want, but I don't need them until August the 20th. And I'm going to be sending the instrumental too. Hey, sis, it's getting close to the deadline, but I haven't heard back. I need to work out a few details with you. These messages are not in order. Okay, so it's August the 21st. He said, Hey, love, just checking in. September 1st. He says, Hey, Tiff, just trying to get an update on the record. September 8th, she says, Hey, boo, what's up? He said, Hey, how are you? I've been reaching out just trying to get some kind of answers in regards to the record. Then he responds on September the 9th and says, Good morning, Tiff. I hope all is well. I think it would be best if you refund it. See, they ain't putting these messages out right. So he says, "Hey sis, I'm making some changes. You will only do the verse from 159 to 222, 227, I'm sorry, and then sing the lead on the hook from 240 to the end. Feel free to add your own twist and ad libs. When finished, send session files to this address." There's the note. Sorry for the delay, but I just shared a note with you that has the lyrics. "Hey Tiff, do you have an update for me? Hey sis, waiting to hear back from you." Then he says, that's it right there. So he says, "Good morning, Tiff. Hope all is well. I think it would be best if you refunded me the money sent, and I could just move along with my record. You have not communicated anything with me nor responded to any messages through text or DM. It's not fair to me that I have no idea what's going on. I understand that this is a busy season for you, but at least communicate with me because I paid you in full to complete a job." She responds with, "Good evening, Cadence. I want to sincerely apologize for not communicating with you sooner. It has been a really busy season and I should have updated you instead of leaving you in the dark. I was waiting to hear back from my engineer because I only wanted him to handle the mix for my vocals. Once he confirmed he was available, my plan was to ask you if you could also take care of the mixing fees for it. I also only agreed to a verse and ad libs on certain parts. So if you want me to go back and do the hook, that's an additional fee. I don't mind doing it though, your choice. But I take full responsibility for the lack of communication. But please let me know how you like to how to proceed. I want to make this right. Let me see. Oh shit, where we at? I fucked up. Where we at? Where we at? I'm sorry, y'all, because these messages are not in order, and it's frustrating the hell out of me. Okay, make this right, whether or not I'm issuing you your refund. Thank you for your patience again. So, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. He says, "Hey Tiff, I really appreciate you for responding. However, with the lack of communication between us, I have just decided to sing the record as a solo. I would like to move forward with the refund because it was money that I really didn't have. So I struggled for weeks after I sent the payment. But I took the chance and made an investment, but still nothing to show for the investment or any knowledge about what was happening. If you would have told me what was going on, I could have moved around the delay, but I feel like I have been chasing you down, trying to get some kind of answers or replies, whether through text or DMs. There are no hard feelings, but I would like to move forward." Whatever. I'm sorry. I understand because these messages are all out of the place. "I understand and apologize about the lack of communication. I've already recorded the verse and the ad libs, but I was waiting on my engineer to respond about the mix. I'm very big on presentation and wanted to present it in a great way. I'd actually like to meet you in the middle because the work was already done on my part. I'd like to refund you half the amount. I can have that to you in net 15 or sooner, depending on if I get a new feature, but for sure net 15. I hope you understand. And once again, I apologize for the delay. I can also send you a snippet to confirm that it was completed so that you know for sure." And he says, I totally understand wanting things to be right, but once again, it was just the lack of communication. She says, "I totally get it. You aren't wrong. Yes, I'll do that. Within 15 days, you'll receive the refund. And half payment is fine, especially if you've done the work already. Just want to confirm it. Thank you, Cadence. On the way home, I'll send it then." So that was pretty much the gist of this. Now, there are people in the comments that's trying to dog this man out because it was $500. But bitch, do you know what kind of economy we living in today? $500 is a lot of money, and $500 is not some money that I just want to give away. To be quite honest, like what's going on? Like that's some bullshit. And I don't like working with people who pretty much put me on the back burner and don't really give me any type of insight of what's going on. Like I don't like running down people for collabs. Like even with doing like YouTube and stuff like that. Like people have tried me, and of course we do a lot of this for free. You feel what I'm saying? But it's not even. But even then though, you got to communicate with somebody. If you agree to do something, if you agree to do a job, especially when there's money involved, bitch, you need to communicate. But you're giving people the runaround. So now that he done put you on blast, now you want to come out and you want to speak candidly on your point of view or on your side or whatever, which I don't think no one cares about it because you look dumb. But let's go ahead and get into it. So Tiffany says she wants to ask, she asked for grace after the artist called her out for not fulfilling the feature that he paid for. So she says, I want to take a moment to address the recent claims regarding unpaid and undelivered collaborations. I hold my artistry and my reputation in the highest regard, and I take every professional relationship seriously. My intention has always been to uplift and collaborate with fellow creatives, never take advantage. I appreciate everyone's understanding and patience. I hope you all finally hear my side of things. She says, just want to speak for myself for a moment. I'm not perfect, but I've always led with good intentions and love for what I do. My children depend on me, and I'm human too, doing my best to balance my life and my career. Okay, that's great. But are you going to give him his money back? Are you going to give him back his money? You feel what I'm saying? So it's crazy. So somebody responded, and I'm thinking the person, somebody by the name of Jerron Knight. Now, I think Jerron Knight is another independent artist that had the same issue with Tiffany Evans. I want to say that's the truth. So let me look one more time. Let me see, because there was another slide into this. Okay, there was another one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let me put this back up here, okay? So let's get into it. Now, there's another artist that had something to say about Tiffany. Let's get into it, y'all.
And she said she received the beat. She said she was getting started to work. That was October 24th of 2021, and that was our last message that I received from her. So about 2 months later, I'm trying to be professional, I'm trying to keep us in communication, I'm just trying to, just be like a good collaborator or whatever. So I wrote her, 2 months later, Christmas time of December 25th of 2021. I'm like, happy holidays. I didn't receive a response, no problem. So let's fast forward to November 5th of 2024. I emailed her and I asked for a refund. And when I asked for my refund, she said, you never received the feature? I said, no, I never received anything from you from the last time that we spoke. And then after that, she didn't respond. And then and there were only $500. So I made her the payment of $500. I sent her the beat. The same hour that I emailed her, she got on her Instagram and she said that she was accepting more features and that she was ready to work with more people. So right then and there, I was confused on how I was asking for a refund in the same moment, but at the same second, you were accepting more features from other people. So I was confused. Like, what? Why didn't I receive my refund? And then so I'm just like, okay, I'm just chill. And then so I noticed that she started a TikTok to promote herself and her singing, which is no problem, but it's like you're doing all this in the same second that I'm reaching out asking for my refund. So in that second, like, this is a business. So I felt like I'm being played with at that second. So that's when it just went from like business to like, okay, hold on, am I being played with? So she never responded back. After I asked for the refund, she went on her Instagram to say, hey, I'm accepting more features. Put the screenshots in the slide. She still didn't respond. So I wrote her again, November 14th. I asked for my refund again. Still no response. I made her a payment of $500. Like you saying, I work very hard for my money. I get up and I go to work every day for my money, and I work my ass off. Nobody's giving me any type of free handouts, and I have no free money that I'm just giving away. This is a business, and I thought that I was going to be providing a service that I've been waiting since 2021. Mind you, the song that I sent her was supposed to be on an EP of April of 2022. We're about to be in 2025. That's like you said, and I shouldn't still have to keep asking and keep reaching out for my money. So only reason I'm making this video, like I said, I'm not trying to spread anybody in negative light. I don't even want to do this for myself. I'm only doing this to see if I can try to get some type of help, or we can try to get to some type of conclusion where I can get my pay. Put the screenshots in the.
Okay. So here he go with his post, and it states, greetings, I am an independent artist. I have no label pouring money or opportunities into me. I have to create them. I invest every penny into my career. I sent you a payment to collab in October of 2021, but have received no communication or record. This was something an 8-year-old me dreamt of. I would have waited patiently till 2030 if you communicated that to me. This is a business, and my payment was made to you, and I received no product updates or anything as we're approaching 2025. I'm very thankful to have had this opportunity to work with you, but this isn't how business is conducted with me. I send you nothing but love, and I just need you to return my payment of $500 I made to you. Thank you. Okay. So then that's pretty much where that post goes. So he was in the comments and he said, mind you, I'm blocked and I can't see it. But despite everything, she is talented, which is why I wanted to collab. But I never would have wanted this to happen, especially with someone I grew up loving, and I would have never wanted to put her or her family in harm's ways. I tried to handle this privately on many occasions. I waited this long because I knew she had kids and was navigating family life. Nothing has been resolved. If she send me my payment, she'll never have to hear from me again or speaking on this situation. It's that simple. And I just feel like this at the end of the day, he really ain't got nothing to apologize for. He ain't got nothing to be feeling no types of ways for and all that other stuff. He ain't got no reason to. Tiffany is a bomb for that. And it just seemed like that's an ongoing thing that she does. She takes people's money and then she don't send them nothing and then she block them and stuff like that. That ain't the way you handle business, and don't nobody got time for that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I'll be damned. And they real like they really ain't trying to really throw her out there the way that they really could, because they really holding back on her ass. They really could really drag her, to be quite honest. That's what I would prefer. But that's a whole nother story. But y'all get y'all money. Don't work with Tiffany Evans because she ain't shit. She's an independent artist like the rest of their asses are, and she taking folks' money and not doing no collaboration. How you gonna take D-Boy money for $500 and then not even give them shit, not even address them, and then go on your Instagram and say, I'm taking more collabs. I'm taking more collabs. Two people that paid for a collab and you ain't did shit with them. And then you want to throw out the fact that I'm trying to navigate my family life and all that. Girl, fuck you and your family life. Give me my money. I ain't talking about no alimony. I'm talking about mama money. Where's my money? I want my money. I need my money. But yeah, Tiffany was full of shit for that. But let's move on. Now let's get into my faves, Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion. And this is very sad for me to see because y'all know I love me some Glow and I love me some Meg, honey. I love it. Down south rap, southern rap, all this shit, love it down, okay? But however, it's been some tension between Glorilla and Meg ever since the summertime, where it was a situation where Glorilla shared a post that had a Tory Lanez song attached to it, shared it on her story. Meg unfollowed her, Glorilla unfollowed her back, but then they started back following each other again. So everybody was under the impression that okay, they discussed exactly what happened. So now they're back cool. But they haven't liked any photos of each other. They haven't even mentioned each other over the last couple of months. So it's still some tension there. But the case of the hairdresser, let's get into it. Now somebody says now she has her own Kellon now. And then he says, you ain't no Kellon. I think that's how you pronounce the name. And there is Meg sitting there with her stylist. And then there's Glorilla with EJ, which is, Meg's old stylist. Okay. So it was some more stuff that was happening. Now I think it was a whole little back and forth between the two stylists, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm trying to see if I can find it here. Now where it said, okay, I see it right here. So here's EJ. Oh shit, what the fuck happened? What is happening and why isn't like what's going on? Hold on. Cause what the fuck is going on with my camera? Okay, you guys, something happened with my camera just then, so let me fix this real quick. There we go. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, so there's EJ. So let's go ahead and get into what EJ said. Now, EJ says, never gave a fuck to be one. Please, let's not forget, it would be no Kellon and Meg if it wasn't for me. So let's be humble, babes. Because I could give not 1, 2, 3 fucks about anything y'all ever got going on, baby. You should know that out of all people. So then, that was pretty much the gist of that. Let me see what else is being said. Okay. Now I think that's it. I want to say that's it. Right. So then after that was said, that is when the people made a post, and the post said, we all knew that she started being bitter after she was outsold by Glorilla. Glorilla liked the post. And someone said, laughing my fucking ass off. Catch it, sis. Okay. So that became this argument became this whole thing between Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion. Now, let me just say this. I'm over it already. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Mainly because of the fact that these fans have been wanting some type of beef to go down between Glorilla and Megan for quite some time now, and I feel like they have fallen for it now. That was a good team. They made great music together. And like Wannabe was a great collaboration. How I Look was a great collaboration. Accent was a great collaboration. Glorilla and Meg pretty much brought the best out of each other. And so I like them together, and I like their friendship. I like their chemistry. I liked it all. But now we're looking at them now, and it's like, what we doing? And why we're doing it. So I don't like that. I don't like the way this shit is going. I don't like how it's looking. And I really feel like it wasn't necessary. Like none of this was really necessary. And I think they could really make this shit. I think it's really no coming back from it. Because now that it all started with the Tory Lanez post, and then you liking tweets and shit that's really disrespectful to Meg, and it's like you agreeing with the fact that she's supposed to be jealous of you. I don't like that. I don't agree with that. It'll never be cool to me. And honestly, that's all I got for that. That's all I got. That's all I can say about it. And that's it. So, oh shit. But that's all I got on Glow and Meg. It's very unfortunate. So let's go ahead and get into the last story of the day. And that is what is it? And that is Ra Ali and Nicki Minaj, child. Now, y'all know that Shushita Ali has been Nicki Minaj's bodyguard for quite some time now. Been her bodyguard for quite some time now. And now they're no longer friends. But we have been hearing from Tasha K that they have been beefing for quite some time now. And Nicki ain't been cool with her for a minute now. Now, this is what I'm going to do before we get into the things that Ra Ali said about Nicki on her post. We're going to get into Tasha K's post. Now, let me just say, Tasha K, as Armand Wiggins would say. Now, this is what Tasha K said. Y'all, this shit with Ra goes way deeper than I thought, okay? Even Nicki don't know half this wine yet. No wonder she ain't responding. She don't want smoke, and sis better go find a non-extradition country to go play in. I'm connecting the dots piece by piece. Just give me some time, because everything is allegedly. Remember, even my name is alleged. Unwind with Tasha K. All right, so that's what we got with that. Now that we got that out the way, let's get into what Shushita Ali had to say on this post to her master, Nicki Minaj. Now, this is what she said. Nicki, throughout the duration of our friendship, I have been nothing but loyal and genuine. And while you don't get a reward for doing what you're supposed to do, you certainly shouldn't get penalized for it. Even if you're going through a hard time right now, I can't allow you to destroy me and the business that I've scammed to build. I'm sorry, the business that I built. I can't tell you how much it saddens me that you've now decided to turn on me, the person who was actually in your corner. You've empowered and given license to others to spread deplorable lies about me, smearing my character and throwing away the friendship. To be lied on by someone you don't know is one thing. For it to come from you is unimaginable. You have put me and so many people who care for you have rooted for you at risk. Mrs. Onika Tanya Mirage Patty, let's stop playing games with our lives. If any of these allegations were true, we'd be having a very different conversation, wouldn't we? Show the evidence or apologize instead of sensationalizing headlines. Get offline and seek help. Reclaim your peace, your time, and your crown. Rah. Child, I don't like her ass. I don't like her at all. Now, let's continue because Ra Ali's old friend Richard Lomax, who also used to be a co-host on her show on site, had this to say about Ra.
Closer. And what Nikki did was Nikki asked her for like $5,000. I guess she was trying to test the waters. And Rob was so excited that she had $5,000 available to give Nikki. Like she thought this was big shit. She said, "Yeah, this is gonna build the relationship and the rapport. If I loan her this $5,000, she's gonna see that I got it like that, and that I'm here in her corner." So she loaned her the money, and of course, I guess Nikki paid her back at some point. But it was the idea that okay, I can borrow if I need something from this lady, I can get it, and because of that, a relationship then was built even further. She was supposed to be, remember, she's supposed to be the shoe connect. Remember, Yandy said, she could get you shoes. When her and Nikki became a little closer, and what Nikki did was Nikki asked her for like $5,000. I guess she was trying to test the waters. And Rob was so excited that she had $5,000 available to give Nikki. Like she thought this was big shit. She said, "Yeah, this is gonna build the relationship and the rapport. If I loan her this $5,000, she's gonna see that I got it like that, and that I'm here in her corner." So she loaned her the money, and of course, I guess Nikki paid her back at some point. But it was the idea that okay, I can borrow if I need something from this lady, I can get it, and because of that, a relationship then was built even further. She was supposed to be, remember, she's supposed to be the shoe connect. Remember, Yandy said, she could get you shoes. When her and Nikki became a little closer, and what Nikki did was Nikki asked.
Now that was Richard Lomax telling the story about how Ra Ali gave Nicki Minaj $5,000 for the friendship, and Ra Ali was happy to oblige. But see, here's my thing: I'm tickled because I've been saying that Shushita Ali is a scammer. She's a liar. She's a fake. She's a phony, and she's a fraud. And she would do anything to be on top. And that's exactly what I've been saying about her cotton candy hair wearing ass for the longest time. But the Barbs, they're gonna go up for anybody that's a Nicki Minaj minion. I said it and I don't give a fuck. They're going to go up for anybody that's a minion for that broad. But I've been saying that Rob was a fake. It was just funny to me how she was up Remy Ma's ass and saying how that was her friend. And soon as they fell out, she was, soon as, whatever happened between her and Remy happened. I don't even know what happened between them. But when they fell out, there she go in the Nicki Minaj No Frauds video that was dissing Remy. She ain't never been loyal. She only loyal for the moment. She loyal to the people that she can get something from. That's who the fuck she loyal for, because she's desperate for attention. She been desperate for motherfucking attention. And that's just the goddamn truth. So I'm just gonna need for people to open up their eyes and realize that this broad been fake, and there's really nothing more that needs to be said when it come down to that. I'm not surprised by the least bit, because that was a friendship of convenience. They was only friends with each other because they had an enemy in common, and that was motherfucking what's her name? That was goddamn Remy Ma, and that's all I got for that. So with that being said, you guys, make sure you guys go pick up my book. It's on Amazon and Kindle Books. Be sure to pick it up. Okay. And also the pre-orders are still going out, so be on the lookout for those. So with that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, boys, up out here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.